Hey, what's up, sports bettors? Alex here. There is an extremely profitable promotion going on FanDuel right now, so we are going to run through the math of it. It is for the NHL Winter Classic. What's up, sports bettors? So here is the promo on FanDuel. Bet $25 on the correct score of this 2022 NHL Winter Classic Game, Blues at Wild, and you'll get $5 in site credit for each goal that the winning team scores. So we'll go through the math in a sec, but the first thing I can do is I can go to NHL, Blues Wild. You can see right here, 60-minute correct score. You pick any of these wagers, and you're good to go with this promo. It doesn't matter if you bet Wild 5-2, Wild 3-2. So I actually initially, I tried to bet Wild 4-3, I believe, $25. But you can see right there, FanDuel limited my wager because the odds were too high, so they wouldn't let me bet $25. So I ended up putting it on something with plus 2,000 odds, which was Wild 3-2, which you can see right here. So we'll run through the math of this promo really quickly. The profit margin is 50%, which is obviously insane. We're expected to earn $12.35 roughly. I mean, there are some estimates in this math, but regardless, it is insanely profitable. So the first thing I did to figure out how good is this promotion is I took all of these markets from FanDuel, or all of the odds right here, and I put it into a multi-way VIG calculator that I just spun up on Excel. I've done this in tons of other videos, so it's not pretty. We're not going to talk about the math of it too much, but if you want help setting up a VIG calculator for yourself, a multi-way VIG calculator, you can reach out to us at OddsJam. Contact@oddsjam.com. We'll be happy to help. And long story short, the juice or the VIG of this market is 25.6%. So that is insane, right? Absolutely insane. The average market, an NHL money line or something like that, will have a juice of a few percent, right? Typically like 3, 4, 5%, depending on what book you're betting on. And this correct score market, which is a much more niche market, has a VIG of 25.6%. That means that FanDuel is earning 25.6% of everything that sports bettors are wagering on this market, right? This is an insanely bad market. If you're looking to bet on sports, definitely don't try to become a profitable bettor in 60-minute correct scores. It's not going to happen. This market has some of the highest juice I think even I've seen on FanDuel. So 25.6% juice, absolutely awful. We're expected on our $25 wager to lose $640 to the VIG. So we're losing $640 to the VIG, but the expected number of goals for the winning team is 3.75 goals. We're getting $5 per goal scored by the winning team, which means our expected bonus is $18.75. So long story short, I don't want to spend way too much time on this. We're losing $640 to the VIG. We're gaining $18.75 in terms of promotional value. So this bet has an EV of $12.35, and therefore $12.35 on a $25 stake. The profit margin is roughly 50%. And of course, these numbers aren't perfect, but regardless, the numbers don't have to be perfect, right? If a bet only has a profit margin of 0.05% or something like that, 0.005, I guess, a point of 0.5%, then it's not worth betting in the first place. This bet with 50% edge is so clearly profitable that even our assumptions that we made here, like the VIG, or the VIG isn't an assumption, but that, we're losing $640 to the VIG. We're not like checking Pinnacle here or doing anything like that. Regardless, this bet is so profitable, you don't have to think too hard about it, right? As a sports bettor, a lot of things you can just kind of estimate. Like there's 3.75 expected goals in the game, so we know we're getting $18.75 in bonus value, and we're losing roughly $640 to the VIG. So this promo is regardless extremely profitable. So definitely make sure that you bet it. So those were that was the first wager I had. Wild 3-2 correct score promo on FanDuel, plus 2,000 odds. Get $5 for every goal. I guess this should be the winning team scores, not your team scores. Then we have 3 plus EV plays. So 1 is for tonight, 2 are for NFL games tomorrow. So if we go here, you can see, right here, I just picked this one off the EV page. Washington football team versus Philadelphia Eagles. FanDuel is at minus 130 odds. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, right, is an ARB to this, or that's not even the right market. This is the right market. This is an ARB to Pinnacle, 3% edge. Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, has this minus 151. We're picking up minus 130. This is an ARB. We know that one of these sportsbooks has to be wrong, either Pin or FanDuel, and we're going with, we're siding with the sharpest bookmaker out there. So we're going with minus 130 on FanDuel. This bet has 3% edge. You can see that FanDuel limited our wager on this to, 487.65, roughly 3% edge, which means our profit margin on this bet is, 0.03, is roughly this, 0.03 times 487.65. So we just gained 1463 in EV by placing this wager, just taking this bet straight from the OddsJam plus EV page. Then we had a couple others. So Bulls, this is Bulls Wizards over 219 and under 46.5 points, and Colts Raiders. 2 bets on WynnBet, $500 each. I hope you found this video helpful. Our profit and loss, I think we're still around $2,000, 1.5K, but I think we hit some bets today and I just haven't updated the sheet. So hopefully we continue to see this profit tick higher and higher. I hope you found this video helpful. Any questions you have about sportsbooks in your state, the best sportsbooks to sign up for, betting in a mathematical way, thinking about promotions on sportsbooks, which ones are profitable, which ones aren't profitable, you can reach out to us at OddsJam. We'll be happy to help. This is what we love to do. And again, thanks so much for your time.